Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Order Craft. So I got two overarching goals right now. Making a mob farm would be pretty nice, I want to look into that. But we're gonna need a couple more building blocks for that. And I want to get more bituminous coal. So building blocks and bituminous coal, if I just dig up more andesite, that should work for sure. So I had this mining machine we used last time. I want to upgrade it a little bit. I want to make it larger. So instead of 100 drills, I want to use 16 by 16, 256 drills, and I want to add an automatic crafting system on top. So the idea is we pull the mining machine back up, and then we automatically unload all of the chests, and the stone is immediately crafted into cobble. So I don't need to do this myself anymore. Unfortunately, I can't really access the toolbox with the minecart contraption inside. I think it somehow broke it. Yeah, it's probably intended, because technically you can put toolboxes into minecart contraptions, which you can put into toolboxes. So infinite storage, at some point that definitely creates an issue. I can still exit it, I think with Alt, can take stuff out. So yeah, I can take stuff out. So the thing is not lost, it's just a bit more tedious to get it out now. I'm not sure if the toolbox is permanently broken now. Okay, so I want to expand the mining machine. First of all, we need to craft a lot more drills. So those here. And in order to do so, I need a lot of those igneous casings, which have been quite annoying to make. So this is so manual for me. I always have to run out, go to the log pile, take the logs, place all of them manually, then strip them with the axe, then take the igneous alloy and apply it and break it again. I want to automate this finally. I wanted to do that like 20 episodes ago, but there was just always something else to do. I want to finally do this. I'm quite certain this will be a very straightforward machine. So the idea is that we have 3 deployers all aiming at the same block. So the one here on the left will place the log. Use the toolbox because we can actually store logs in there. Don't need a log pile or something like that, which wouldn't be accessible for Hopper. But this is. Just, yeah. Transfers it over to the deployer. Then here we can put in igneous alloy into another deployer. And here on top, I'm just gonna give this guy red steel axe. Okay. I guess just spam this and keep the drill running. So I'm pretty sure it takes longer to drill the block. Could also maybe use a saw. I'm not entirely sure what's actually better. Drill or saw? Maybe the drill is actually a little bit slower. So if it's actually slower to break the block than it is to at least extend and retract the deployer once, then it should be guaranteed that we always convert the log into, in this case, an igneous casing. Okay, I'm not entirely sure. Should I get a saw? So, just try it with a drill. If it works, it works. Okay, let's do a little test run. Get more logs. Let's turn this on. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. And here we get igneous casings. Okay. Of course, this would also work to get the other casings, brass, copper, and so on. I just need to switch the input here. Awesome. This was actually so tedious. Now I can actually produce them and stockpile them. Alright, got 7 stacks of drills, plus 1. If I take the other 100 from the minecart contraption, can actually cover an 18 by an 18 area. Okay, that's quite large. Okay, so the next thing we need for the mining machine is the crafting system on top, and then a way of powering it. I think we should actually try it out, the steam engine. So this is actually quite an expensive recipe. Steam engine. So what do we need for this? Speedometer, okay. So compass. Could have actually kept some magnetite so we can make more of those. Then smart fluid pipe, brass ingot, fluid pipe, electron tube. Okay, plus, mechanical arm. And I gotta make more precision mechanisms. Isn't that great? Let's maybe go for 4 of those steam engines first. I actually really want to make an assembly line for this as well. Maybe one of the upcoming episodes, this will be done. So I have 4 steam engines and also 5 leftover precision mechanism. It's always good to have some leftover. Nothing worse than you need a component really badly and have to make some of those first. Okay, so steam engine, as far as I know, I just need a fluid tank and then put steam engine on top. Then it turns this into a boiler. But I have no idea how much water I need to put in there. I only know that I need to put the coal forge below. I'm quickly gonna check that in creative. Alright, so I got the basics down of the steam engine. So we need at least always 4 fluid tanks and attach one of those steam engines to it. And you can run it in different modes. So either use the coal forge, you need to put in fuel to heat up the boiler, or you can actually use it in a passive mode. So you can just place a magma block or lava or a campfire, something like that below, or fire, and you would also generate a modest amount of stress units. I tried to make this larger, but it seems like 2048 is actually the limit. No matter if you make a 2x2 or 3x3, I always get those 2048 stress units out of it. But you always need to pump in some water. You always need a pump and an infinite water source so you wouldn't run out. Yeah, then you can just attach the steam engine on the side here and place a shaft. And then we can just use this rotational force to also power the pump. So in this configuration, 128 stress units are required to run the pump. Okay, then there's also a version we use the coal forge. Just gonna use a coal block or something like that to heat it up. The bituminous coal, you can actually superheat it and get twice the stress units out. But it's good enough. So here you need the hand crank to basically start it up, get the first bit of water in, and then runs on its own. Okay, and yeah, if we do this, the 4 fluid tank version, we can get 16,384 stress units. So that's 2 max-sized windmills. It's definitely way more compact. Okay, so for the mining machine, I had in mind to use something like 8-9 mechanical presses to convert the stone into those rocks into cobblestone. So we would definitely need something like 20,000 stress units. That might be a little bit too small, so I went one larger and also added deployers that feed coal to the coal forge at the bottom. Okay. Here, in order to still be able to use the hand crank, I actually had to slow down those deployers, but that's fine anyway. Okay, let's start it up. There we go. And with 8 fluid tanks, we can get up to 32,000 stress units. So this should definitely be enough for the mining machine, and it's definitely more compact than for full-size windmills. So I'm gonna go for this. Just one thing I want to test out, how much of this setup can actually be picked up. So if I put the minecart thingy below, the assembler, can we pick up water sources? I doubt it. Can we pick up coal forges and so on? Kind of interested in that. Okay, so I glued everything together. Can we pick up as it is? Let's see. Okay, here it goes. Yeah, the water is definitely an issue. Okay, what if we at least make it dry? So we gotta bucket the water. So what about now? Can we pick up the whole thing? And now I just need a wrench. Yeah, looks like I was able to pick up the coal forges even. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's place it again. So that's pretty nice. Okay, then if you just bring 2 buckets of water each time to make the infinite water source, then we can just turn it on here. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, back in survival, I want to start building the huge contraption now. So we got the 18 by 18 of the drills, and you got a vault attached to that. In the end, we're gonna eject, gonna set up a filter, all of the rocks onto this belt. Will be picked up, put into the basins, and then we hammer it into cobble. We sent on this belt here and picked up by the other vault. So then we only have cobble in here. This will be quite convenient, but what I want to know now, isn't this maybe too large to actually be converted into a minecart contraption? Let's see. and pick it up. Oh, this is amazing. This works. Oh my god. Alright, then I can continue building. So I'm gonna add the steam engine now. Okay, steam engine is also attached. I wanna try this out at least once before we actually move it. Let's crank this up. Ah, I forgot something. Coal forges. I haven't converted those yet. Just coal blocks. Of course it doesn't work. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, it's running. Neat. Okay, and we're generating 32k. Then let's turn this on as well. Actually spinning the right way for once. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Then I just need to glue this together correctly. So of course this part should not be attached to the lower machine. It should be attached to the rope pulley. That doesn't move down. Just the drills and this storage part here should be attached to the rope pulley. Alright, lots of gluing has been done. Here's the big moment. Can we pick this up? Okay, here we go. Redstone torch. And wrench. Yes! Oh, the only stuff left behind are those funnels. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, time to try to see if this works. So I just selected an area that's relatively far away from home. Almost 3,000 blocks. Nothing special, it's just for andesite. But there was a bit of peat, I thought if you do that, why not mine some peat as well? So we can make more coal, of course. Alright, let's place it down. There you go. So huge. Okay, then we could start it right away, I'd say. So I still have the windmill here, basically just as an engine set up already. Yeah, for the rope pulley. And then all of this should not go down with the whole machine, so this should be separate. Hopefully it is. Okay, let's click this one here. Then here we got the controls. Okay, here we go. That's exactly what I want. Perfect. Yep, the funnel is also now attached. Oh, it actually eject stuff. I didn't know that. Oh, okay, that's not great. I think it's a huge problem though. Probably get so much. That won't matter much. Or should we pull it up already? Could fix this real quick. Yeah, it's probably best if we fix this. Okay, then gear switch. Let's pull it up. Yikes. Yeah, that's a lot of items actually. That wasn't that great. Did not expect that it actually does stuff on a contraption. Oh boy. It's all the peat mostly. Then we just switch direction and yeah, make an input out of it. Then we can just throw stuff back in. It's mostly about the peat. I mean, I don't need flint at all. If you lose some of the stone, it's also fine. Okay, let's set it back down. Okay, that should be enough. We're probably also below the andesite now. Let's just pull it back up. Okay, that worked. Nice. Probably got so much stuff now. Okay, Robo. Yeah, okay. And now we actually need to assign a whole lot of filters. So here, oops. We only want to eject, of course, the andesite stones. Maybe also the second stone type below, but I don't even know what it is right now. I don't have this item. And then here, okay, right, does so. Yeah, here we don't need to assign a filter actually. But here on the smart chutes below, we need to set it up so it only takes out the cobble out of the basin. Then we can turn it on. I guess we could actually set it up for all the stone types. Use this in multiple places. Just need... Oh god, no! Just need a filter. Oh wow, this mistake is actually costly. This even destroyed my shaft. So I need to make a new one. I have a chisel on me in the white toolbox, but I need the materials for a shaft. That would be raw stone. Oh god, I gotta dig up some raw stone now just to replace the shaft. Yeah, because I got nothing on me. No gears, no shaft, nothing. Guess I gotta dig a bit. So there we go. 2 raw stone. Okay, let's replace this. There we go. Sorry, worried I have to run back. I fixed it. Okay, then we can turn on the steam engine again. Oh, still gotta switch the direction. No, yeah, of this. Okay, interesting. Kinda don't like those funnels that output to the top. They're always kinda bugged. Never does what I actually want. Yeah, then we need water. Okay, guess we can use the hand crank. Start this up. There we go. And let's turn this on. Oh, it's hammering already. Now it stopped again. Yeah, because we got the items there. Those upwards funnels. Okay, now it's doing stuff. I wasn't sure how many mechanical presses we need there to keep up. Almost looks like, yeah, we would have needed more. Oh my god. It's a bit of a failure because it always stops, it ejects, but at some point it, yeah, got a backlog and then it stops. Oh, this is so unfortunate. How else could we do this? Because the problem is, how else would I eject it? On the side here? Then this goes down and then the funnels would pop. I wanted to prevent it. And I can't just have like chutes below because then I can't pull it down without breaking the chutes. Oh, this is so unfortunate. Can't do much right now here to fix this as well because I got nothing on me. The only thing I can do is like just throw stuff on the belt myself. Might as well craft it myself then. Oh well. That happens if you actually design stuff in survival. Never again. But people usually like it more if I do stuff in survival instead of everything in creative. But yeah, that's what you get. Here's actually something I can do. I can change the stack size of the output. I had it at 32. So maybe try 16. That still seems to work. Okay. Can I get to this filter? Oh, that's a weird one. Okay, so 16, maybe 20 is still good. Yeah, now it actually reaches the last press. This seems to be the sweet spot. Okay, so now we're still getting the most of the system. He also now changed the output size of the basin to 32. So this belt wouldn't be overwhelmed. Oops. Okay, now this is actually relatively fast. There we go. Perfect. Okay, we can go again. I should have really actually attached a stockpile switch so we know how much is in there, but I'm pretty sure it's a big vault, 36 blocks. We can run this again. Okay, here we go. Yep, picking up stuff. Just weird that some stone dropped here. Oh, I just pulled it back up and we got a lot of loose rocks around here. So apparently the vault here is actually filled up already. Okay, here we go again. Alright, everything worked in the end. It was actually so much fun with the huge machine, 18 by 18. So I'm pretty confident we got plenty of andesite cobble now, so we can probably make a whole double chest of bituminous coal again. Okay, so time to head home. pick everything up again. There we go. So easy. I'm already back home, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna take all of the andesite gravel I got and grind that down. But there's actually a lot. I set up here a filter to just actually throw out the andesite gravel, and it's already like 5 toolboxes. Oh, we're gonna get so much coke powder. That's it. So much. I probably also need a better setup here for the grinding wheel. Only a single chest, both for input and output. It was fine in the beginning, but now it's a bit actually undersized. But the one improvement I can make, the normal chute for some reason always just puts in 16 andesite gravel into the grinding wheel. I did some testing in creative, and it's really best if you put in a huge stack into the grinding wheel. It takes about 3 seconds to process 32, but it took 2.4 seconds to process 16. Okay, so here with the smart chute, I can always output 32 instead of the normal chute, it was only 16. So this actually should go a bit quicker now. Oh, I still have to... Yeah, in the beginning I was always using those cheaper funnels. They can't even keep up, so you need to get the other funnel as well. It's a bit simple, but hey, it's definitely an improvement. So I just tripled up using more crushing wheels, and yeah, that's actually the last of it. Last couple stacks. Okay, this actually took a while to process. I should have probably also added some crushing wheels on the machine, but this would have actually required a lot of stress units. I guess to keep up with the mechanical presses and crush it all into the coke powder directly, I would have needed 6 crushing wheels. So definitely a bigger steam engine would have been required. Yeah. Can always go larger, I feel like. Okay, that's actually the last of it. Crush a little bit more. But can I already grab some? Because it won't even fit into the chest here. So already filled it up, ran it a bit. So we got almost 18 stacks of bituminous coal, and that's completely filled with coke powder now. Got even some extra. Okay, this will actually last for us at least a long time, but eventually we'll also fully automate this. Unfortunately, we didn't get to the mob farm in this episode, but we still made good progress. We made an assembly line for casings, and we made a really cool mining machine and got tons of bituminous coal. So next episode, first thing I'm gonna start with is the mob farm for sure, but that's all for today. Thanks guys for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.